Hey, what up, guys? Carolina Jackpot coming at you Thursday, August 5th. It's about 9:15 p.m. I just saw today in my Twitter, someone hit me up in them DMs, something that I guess the rest of the world knew about 7, 8 o'clock this morning. And it's crazy when you work all day long, kind of get shut off from things. Beautiful Bobby Eaton, one half of the Midnight Express tag team, made their rise to fame in the NWA, in the Mid-Atlantic, the Jim Crockett Promotions, and then later WCW back in the 80s with legendary manager James E. Jim Cornette, who's still a prominent figure in the wrestling industry today, a big podcaster and author, historian, comedian. Bobby was half of the tag team with Loverboy Dennis Condrey, and then later on, Sweet Stan Lane, who took Loverboy Dennis' place. But man, he was only 62 years old. Said that I think he died from a heart problem. Said he had fallen in Nashville at the end of July. I believe that Bobby lives in Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. He's originally from Huntsville, Alabama, and the crazy thing is, his wife passed away at the age of 57 in June. So, God, some tough times for that family. But Bobby Eaton was known to all the boys in wrestling as one of the nicest guys that they ever come across, one of the nicest guys they worked with, a great worker, great at his craft, meaning that he could put other guys over, making them look good without making himself look bad in the process. That's what a great worker does. And, back in the day, I never did like Bobby Eaton when I was a kid growing up. I was 10, 11, 12 years old when the Midnight Express was at the peak of their stardom in the NWA. And I couldn't stand him. I wanted to absolutely just jump out of my seat, run down to the ring, and strangle him that night in Greenville, South Carolina, when he held Baby Doll by the hair so Jim Cornette could take his tennis racket and shove it into her abdomen, rendering her unable to have children. That's how much I couldn't stand it. But then later on, as I become a wrestling fan again in my 40s, and you look back on all the old stuff, and then you finally get it. And back when I was a kid, I knew it was fake, but I still hated the bad guys, and I cheered for the good guys. So now, looking back on this, I really get it and realize, why people like this guy so much in the locker room, and why he was a great guy. And that just sucks. 62 is really too young for somebody to pass away. He didn't even get to live out his golden years. Was never a singles world champion. He was a world tag team champion several times, but never was a singles world champion. And the reason why is not because of the work. The reason why is because he's just not a good talker on the microphone. Some of those guys just aren't good on the microphone, and Bobby was one of the guys who didn't do a lot of interviews because he just wasn't a good interview, wasn't a good promo. I don't think he made a whole heck of a lot of public appearances either after his retirement. But I was lucky enough several months ago to purchase a Jim Cornette Midnight Express 25th anniversary. It's 25th anniversary of when they got together. Scrapbook, and it's signed by Jim himself, Loverboy Dennis, Sweet Stan Lane, and Bobby Eaton. And I paid a pretty penny for that book, on eBay. It wasn't cheap, but I'm glad I got it now because, you wouldn't be able to get that signature anymore. So that just really sucks that he's gone. And a lot of these wrestlers, all the old timers that I grew up watching, man, a lot of them are just slowly starting to slip away from us, as well as in other walks of life too. Athletes, old football players, basketball players, baseball players I grew up watching. It just kind of dates me, shows my age, and it's the circle of life. And it's sad and it sucks, but Bobby Eaton, gone from us at the age of 62. I hope he drops that old Alabama jam on somebody in heaven tonight, right in the middle of the ring. I'll see y'all later, guys. Appreciate it. Peace, and I am out of here. Have a good evening.